ओम नमः शिवाय। नमस्कार। हम सब यहाँ पर किसी न किसी रूप से अपने इस दिव्य शास्त्र से जुड़े हुए हैं, क्योंकि हम अपने कर्म कांड में वो सारी विधियाँ अपनाए हुए हैं जो हमें कश्मीर शैविज्म में भी बताया गया है। अतः मैं वही बात कहूँगी जो मैंने अपने माता पिता, गुरुजनों व आप सभी से पाया है। हमारे पूर्वजों और बुद्धिजीवियों ने ज्ञान का सागर पाया है, अतः इस ज्ञान का चयन करने के बाद मनुष्य उस ज्ञान को आधार बनाकर अपने लिए रास्ते चयन करता रहा, ताकि हमारे पास जो ज्ञान है वह हम तक ही सीमित न रहे बल्कि आगे बढ़ता रहे, जिसको शिव सूत्र में उद्यमो भैरवा के नाम से जाना गया है, जिसको पाने के लिए हमें क्रियाशील रहना चाहिए। पुरातन आचार्यों ने कश्मीर शैविज्म में शिव सूत्र की भी व्याख्या की है, जो सूत्र भगवान शिव ने आचार्य वसुगुप्त से कहा था। इस शास्त्र को समझने के लिए हमें पहले इन उपायों का भी अध्ययन करना चाहिए। As Abhinav Gupta had said, मोहो ही नाम नैवान स्वरूप प्रथनम हिता। Moksha or liberation is nothing else but the awareness of one's true nature. The highest attainment, however, is that of Shiva consciousness, in which the entire universe appears as Shiva, and this comes by Shaktipata, the descent of divine Shakti, or Anugraha, divine grace. Then comes upayas. In order to earn grace, one has to undergo spiritual discipline. This is known as upaya or yoga. The upayas are divided into four broad heads: Anupaya, Shambhopaya, Shaktopaya, and Anupaya. The prefix "and" in Anupaya in this context means later, when through extreme Shaktipata, only by once hearing a word from the Guru, the aspirant realizes the real self and gets absorbed in the divine consciousness. Without any particular effort, one is said to have attained self-realization through Anupaya. While explaining Shambhopaya, it has been pointed out that the essential self within is the divine self or Shiva. But mind, whose main characteristic is vikalpa, thought construct, acts as a barrier and does not allow us to have a view of the reality shining within ourselves. It is only when there is a laya or dissolution of vikalpa that the essential divine from ourselves is removed, and when we have a view of the reality which has always been something to be achieved but uncovered. But the crux of the problem is how to make the vikalpful mind neither accept nor reject. It will retire of itself and you will find yourself to be what you are. This is an artless art. It is effortless and spontaneous. The Shambho Upaya is in one sense the simplest, in another the most difficult. It is simplest because no particular effort or discipline is needed for it. It is most difficult because vikalpa making is the habit, the very life of chit or mind. In attempting to be vikalpa free, the mind begins to make all kinds of vikalpa. Try to become vikalp or thought free is like trying to jump out of our own skin. It is given to very few mortals to be vikalp free. The second section therefore recommends another upaya, that is Shaktopaya. It has already been said that Shaktopaya is that in which consciousness as Shakti or power is the guiding principle. Shakti assumes the form of mantra or mystic syllables. The mind of the aspirant is so intensely identified with the deity of the mantra that it becomes the mantra itself. Chitta in this context means the condensed aspect of self as consciousness. Every mantra consists of certain syllables. Muttering of the syllables mechanically is of no avail. The aspirant must identify with himself with the deity invoked in the mantra. Purnahanta, or the full eye consciousness of Shiva, which is his Vimarsha Shakti, which is the creative pulsation of the divine, is the source of all the mantras. Every mantra leads back to the divine eye consciousness, which is the creative Shakti of the Supreme. That eye consciousness is no speech, but the source of all speech and thought and objectivity. Shuddha Vikalpa means pondering over that full divine eye consciousness as our real self. Since that eye consciousness is the Shakti of Shiva, pondering over that Shakti, Shaktopaya, which brings the absorption of the individual self in the divine self of Shiva. This is why Malini Vijaya gives the following definition of Shaktopaya: Uchchar Rahitam Vastu Charit Saiva Vichyantyam Yam Samaveshamapnoti Shakta Stotra Vidiyate. When an aspirant with one-pointedness of mind apprehends that reality which is not within the range of utterance, gross or subtle, and thus obtains Samavesh, absorption in divine consciousness. That Samavesh is known as Shakta, obtained through Shakti. The Shaktopaya yogi must simply insert continuous awareness in the center of any two actions or thoughts. If his awareness is faulty and is not unbroken, then he falls and enters into the lowest upaya, Anopaya. Anopaya is considered with Anu, the individual soul. Anupaya is that upaya which functions by the process of concentrating on uchar, breathing, karan, organs of sensation, and dhyan, contemplation, and sthan parakalpana, concentrating on a particular place. The word uchar means breathing, actually concentrating on the breath. It is essential element of the practice of Chakrodaya. In practicing Chakrodaya, you have to continue breathing deeply and find the point, the center between the two breaths, the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. This is the ending point, the beginning point, and also the center of the span of the breath. In Chakrodaya, however, the beginning and ending points of the span of breath are predominant. This is Uchchar, concentrating on the breath. It can either be with sound or without sound. अतः मेरे कथन का तात्पर्य